Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube NFL prediction segment, I'm going to be giving you my pick and analysis for the 2016-17 NFC wild card matchup between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. Now, I'm going to take the Green Bay Packers at home in this one. I think this game should really be a dandy. You got the Packers on a hot streak. They've won 6 consecutive games. Aaron Rodgers' semi-proclamation has come true. I think it's going to continue. I think they're going to get 7 consecutive wins overall. And during this time, the Packers have 15 takeaways, I should say, during this time. They've averaged 31 points per game in this streak. Now, don't get me wrong, the Giants haven't exactly been a slouch in recent weeks either. They have won 9 of their past 11 games, and the thing about them, though, is that the Giants, their defense, has played very well this season. They're number 2 in points allowed in terms of points allowed per game, giving up about 18 points per game. But the thing about it is, I don't know if the Giants can generate enough offense to defeat the Green Bay Packers. In the last 5 games, the New York Giants have not eclipsed 19 points. In other words, they have not even reached 20 points in any of those games in the last 5 games. I understand a win's a win, but at some point your offense is gonna have to show up a little bit more. And Eli Manning, there's something with him. I know he has over 4,000 passing yards, but it just seems like he's been a little bit sporadic this season. And I'm just wondering if they're going to even be able to put 20 points up in this game. I think they're gonna have to if they have any shot to win this game. Now, the Giants have a little history on their side, okay? They did win the last 2 playoff games at Lambeau Field. However, as many of you know, Green Bay defeated the Giants earlier this season at Lambeau. So it's like really, if there's really not as much of a psychological edge for the Giants as a lot of people may think, because Green Bay has pretty much said, okay, we now know we could beat the Giants here. We could beat them, period. And the thing about it is Green Bay, their offense has really been on a rampage. Not just the team winning 6 consecutive games, but the offense especially. They have scored at least 30 points in the last 4 games. They've scored at least 30 points, and they've averaged about 31 points per game in the 6-game winning streak that they're currently on. They're also 6-2 at home, where the Giants are just a mediocre 4-4 on the road. As far as the Giants' defense goes, they have in terms of they're really playing at a very high level, and they held the number 3 team in total offense in the NFL to 10 points last week. Yes, it was an ugly win. It kind of epitomized the Giants' season as far as how they win games. That epitomized the way the Giants win, because a 19-10 win, that's how they've been pretty much this whole season. And the Giants are number 26 in scoring offense in the NFL, only averaging about 19 points per game. They're going to have to do a little more than that to win this one, I believe. And, quarterback Aaron Rodgers has been nearly flawless during this streak. I think he just has 1 interception in this whole streak that during this time they've gone on this 6-0 run. And the thing about it is Aaron Rodgers was not really playing that poorly prior to this streak. Their defense, they were giving up a lot of points. I think they gave up 47 points to the Tennessee Titans. Then they lost to Washington, giving up over 40 points. But what's happened is the defense has been playing better overall collectively in the last 6 games, especially the first 3 games of the streak. The last 3, not quite as much, but the offense has bailed them out. So the main thing is that the Green Bay is finding ways to win. Now, another thing I thought was an interesting stat they showed on ESPN. What I saw today was the fact that Eli Manning going in as a playoff underdog He's emerged victorious 7 consecutive times that he was in. He went in with his team as a playoff underdog. Very interesting, and he's an underdog in this one again. Could history repeat itself and be and go 8 for the last 8 in terms of being the playoff underdog? I just think that streak is going to come to an end, because the way I see it, it seems like right now Green Bay's got a little bit of magic working with them right now. It seems like Aaron Rodgers is playing lights out, 40 touchdown passes this season, and with right now the way that Green Bay seems to be clicking on all cylinders, it's going to be at Lambeau Field. They have already defeated the Giants earlier this season, coupled with the fact that their offense is just playing lights out, and the Giants seem to be very inept on offense. If the Giants didn't have Odell Beckham, I don't know what would have happened with them. I mean, the defense has played an integral role in their success, granted. I know they're 11-5. They have 2 more wins than Green Bay. But the thing about it is, I just don't know if the Giants can generate enough points to match Green Bay. The defense will keep them in this game and keep it competitive. But I think Green Bay wins in a close one by 3 points, because the offense is just been playing so well right now, and the defense is only going to be able to do so much. Keep in mind, both these teams both have 17 defensive interceptions right now, so they got playmakers on both ends. A lot of people see the Giants having their playmakers, but Green Bay does have them as well, and we shall say it should be a very good game, but I do like the Packers to win this one at home in a tight game. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube NFL prediction segment, and until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.